First, we're going to remove the heel bell. And next, we will disassemble this. Here will allow us to move this top deck out. And then once we disassemble this, we can pull the link out. So these are fixed in the hex right there. So I only need to do one side. Pop that. Get this one. Okay, take those off. Now I want to push these bolts through. This one has released. This one's a little bit stuck, so I'm just gonna bang it real quick. And that popped it right out. There we go. Inspect your bolts, make sure the condition is good. Here, there's no problem. This one as well. It's good, it's not bent, nothing. We can go ahead and remove this now. And let's keep all these pieces over here. All right, next we will remove this rear one. Okay, so that came off real quick. We will set that one aside. And here we go. There's that linkage. Let's put this out of the way for right now. And with the spare parts screwdriver, we can get in there. You see that little Phillips on it. And we're gonna release this guy. Okay, you'll feel it begin to get really loose in there, and you can inspect from this side and see that it has released from the nut. You can keep the screw in. Same thing on the back here. Okay, we are almost there. And we should be home free. All right, pull it apart, and it just splits right apart. Here's the logo plate. Now let's just remove this one. All I gotta do is just turn it right through, dispose of it. And we wanna be sure that this end that you flick with your pole or hand is corresponding on the same side. You can also get creative and do it on the other side if you prefer. It's not a big deal. And we're gonna hook it right through, line it up. Now, this part's a little tricky, so you want the logo plate to get in there. And line these up so that the ends go right through that hole. Okay, and pop it into place. Maybe it's easier for you to pull these screws to get everything lined up. Now we will put one of the nuts back into place. Apply some pressure while holding with your hand. We will clamp this together so that this nut will bite the end of the threading. Okay, you could feel that being threaded in, and it's completely tight. So don't forget to do this middle one. Push it all the way through, and we need the nut. And you will have the locking blue on the outside so that the flat side goes down. Okay, so it's at an angle. That's no good. We need to reset this. Drop it in flush. There we go. You can see in there that it's nice and straight. Okay, put the screw back in, and you should be able to just start spinning, and after a couple turns, the threading will bite onto the nut. Now tighten it all the way down, and you can just really quickly give it a test and make sure that these are engaging. There we go. Sounds really good. Now let's reinstall this. line it up so that the hole through the center of the linkage lines up with both plates. And I like to push it through from this end so that the threading is on the side where these are, but it's not a big deal. Put one washer on, and we will put this nut on, hand tighten, and then get in there and tighten it all the way down. Okay, nice and tight. To install the top deck, you're going to want to put these up just a little bit here, and now line up the bushing with the recesses on the linkages. Might be a bit tricky your first time, but there we go, snapped right into place. Okay, and now we are going to run these bolts right through. You're going to want to line up the hex bolt with the hex recess. So we'll slide in. And we can just hand tighten this for a moment. Same thing over here, line it up. Okay, if it's not perfectly aligned, you may need to use the screwdriver and just get it perfect there. You can use an object to bump that in. You should be applying pressure from the back end there so it doesn't just split the plate. So you pinch it together, put the bolt in. Add that washer back on. And let's tighten these down. Okay, back on. There we go. Okay, we're completely threaded. The bolts are sucked all the way in. Now we have our full range of motion. And you know, maybe I over tightened it. There's quite a bit of resistance there, so I'm just gonna back it off a quarter turn from being really tight, and that feels way better. Now we will position this where it should go again, and this is my sizer. It resembles a ski boot, and I am a 315 BSL. So I'm gonna take a guess and say that my boot sizing is those slots there. And got it the first time. What you want is nice tension there. You don't want this to easily pull back. You're stuck to the top deck. We could try to adjust this just a little bit, let's say, and maybe we want it slightly tighter. So while I rotate this forwards, I will match the keyed in slot, pull that arm out and move it one forwards. That'll kind of give me this half sizing. Boot goes all the way forward, and we're real snug. All right, so that's how to repair your elevators. Stay tuned for the next one.